Hello YouTube, back here once again with some more Bloodborne. Hold on, I'm gonna change some settings here. Turn that down just a little bit so it's not too loud on my ears. And hopefully the balance will be good on y'all's. As I watched back the footage of the first part and thought the balance was a little off. But anyways, this is part 2 of Bloodborne. We've run through a basic, the basics of the game, and we've explored a little bit of Yharnam, but there's much more to Yharnam than meets the eye. However, before we continue exploring, I want to return to the Hunter's Dream. Oh, the doll. She's up and at 'em, and there's something else here. Consume insight and ring the beckoning bell to enlist the cooperation of hunters from other worlds. And the silencing blank will end that. Consume insight and ring the old hunter bell to enlist the cooperation of old hunters. Alright. Hello.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you, to embolden your sickly spirit.
Alright, and as the doll just explained, this is where we come to level up.
Very well, let me stand.
So when you create your character, most of your characters are around level 10 or so. There's one that is around blood level 4. Basically, the only difference is like your stat allocation. Every different start. Like I picked the military veteran class, beginning to give me good starting strength. But every other beginning is basically the same thing, but just with different stat allocations to push you towards a particular build if that's what you want to go for. So yeah, I'm good for strength, but I'm not gonna pump my strength just yet. I want to get some health and especially some endurance, because with strength you're gonna be using a lot of that. So, but yeah, it tells you how many blood echoes you need to level up, and one upgrade is worth one level. Now with our leftover blood echoes, we can do a number of different things. If I go into my inventory, we'll see that I picked up 2 bloodstone shards. Can't really use those yet. And I have cold blood dew, which can be used to gain more blood echoes. But if you come over here, these bath messengers will sell you items for blood echoes. I'm going to buy a few blood vials since I am running a bit low. I'm also going to buy a couple of Molotov cocktails for something coming up later. Now if we come up here, well, this gravestone isn't used for anything just yet. We have the insight messengers. The icon in the top right hand corner that has the eye is insight. And we can buy items with it too, but right now we only have access to pungent blood cocktails and small resonant bells. And the small resonant bell. But we don't really need this just yet, so there's not really much else we can do here at the moment. So we're gonna go back to Yharnam. But we're not gonna go back to the Great Bridge, we're gonna go back to Central Yharnam, the beginning of the area. Because we're going to take advantage of that shortcut that I highlighted in that previous episode. Because what I did in the first part was basically explaining what may happen on your first playthrough of the game. or at the very least, showing what could happen on your first playthrough, because that's definitely what happened with mine, and definitely many others, just with how the area is designed. And if you encounter the cleric beast as your first boss, I think it is a perfectly fine first boss. And after all, as I demonstrated, you can beat it without having to ever level up. Because starting with a level 10 character gives you plenty of just anything to be able to handle it. Of course, to be fair, I've also played Bloodborne a lot more than someone who's never played the game before, so I'm also working with that skill set even with a level 10 character. But I've already showed this off, so I'm not going to show me killing all these guys once again. Just gonna run through. Gonna avoid getting shot in the back. And we're gonna make use of this shortcut. Ow. Because, like I said earlier, there is much more to Yharnam than meets the eye. So, we actually could have gotten here from the bridge. So, I could have used the lamp where the cleric beast was. But I just wanted to start from Central Yharnam. We got some brick trolls over here. That's the charged hunter axe in trick form. It is really good for crowd control. That is some incessant moaning down there. Anyways, if we come up here, we'll find yet another shortcut. And another bloodstone shard, which is very useful. And here's the gate. Let's speak to Gilbert again, shall we?
Yes, I see. But the Great Bridge is the only way to the Cathedral Ward. And during the hunt, the bridge is closed. You could try the Aqueduct. There's a rather, how shall I put it, colourful area south of the Great Bridge. From there, an aqueduct leads to the Cathedral Ward. Not a place you'd normally want to visit, but I don't imagine you have much of a choice, do you? An aqueduct leads from the town south of the main bridge to the Cathedral Ward. Not a place you'd not much of a choice.
Alrighty then. Kind of exhausted of his dialogue at the moment. But there's more stuff to do in here. And we're at the bridge again. So in normal Souls fashion, these areas are interconnected. So if you have an eye for exploration, you'll definitely be able to come here and do some cool stuff. The reason why I wanted to come back to the bridge is to take Gilbert's advice. But we have the wolves again. Maybe I can do better at defeating them. Trying to get the freaking parry. There we go. And I went a little too far back. I may have played Bloodborne for a while, but that doesn't mean I am still super duper good at it. I kind of let the wolves push me too far back to those enemies. Expect a lot more of that throughout this playthrough, because while I do think I'm pretty decent at the game, I still suffer deaths occasionally because of stupid mistakes. About to do it again. Oh, and okay. Occasionally, your blood echoes will drop in pools like this instead of being sucked up by enemies. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of these guys right quick. So we don't get pushed back into them by the wolves. And I sat down again. That's awesome. It's probably because of this. I don't know how these actually work, but it's weird. So occasionally gestures will just happen randomly because of that. But here's where that drop down was earlier. And here are the wolves again. Let's see if we can aggro one. There we go. Parry. Here we go again. One thing that I'm gonna try to do in this playthrough is keep things less monotonous by not refighting groups of enemies over and over and over again. And if I have to, I will farm off screen. If I feel like, excuse me, I'm not strong enough for a certain encounter. But I will try to get all of my echoes while I'm playing. Or at the very least, do my best to get what I need to level up when I need to. But I'm heading this way because of, well, there's useful items, but also because this leads to the aqueduct that Sir Gilbert was telling us about. And there are all kinds of nasty creatures down here. And so we're just gonna go and take these guys out so I can get the blood echoes and the items that they drop. Be careful with the spear guys. Their range is deceptive. Because they will get pot shots off at you and you will be mad if it happens. What if I go down here? Actually, hold on. Where is that one thing? Is it over here? It is not. It's over here. There we go. Right here we have an item. There's some thick cold blood. Make sure you line that up good. And we have a giant rat, which can be easily disposed of. But over here... yeah, like right there. I do not think I should have got hit by that. Oh, and he's up. And we have the hunter set. Now we are a proper hunter. Now, armor in this game isn't necessarily like armors from other Souls games. It really doesn't matter what you equip, really. I mean, this basic underset will keep you till the end of the game. Because there isn't much of a difference between armors. It's mostly just cosmetic. There are some armors that do have slightly better stats than others, but really the only thing you're going to be looking out for, at least the only thing I would suggest you look out for, is, well, it obviously also depends on the enemy you're fighting. For example, if you look at this, if you're fighting an enemy that has a lot of bolt element attacks, you want to equip an armor that has high bolt defense. But as you can see here, there really isn't much of a difference between the black hood and the hunter hat for the bolt defense. If we look at the undergarb has 70 bolt defense, while the foreign garb has 60. So you do have slightly more bolt defense, just as an example. So that's really the only differences you're really going to be looking out for, is for defenses to particular elemental attacks, or slight differences in your physical defense. But we've gotten everything on this part of the aqueduct, so let us continue onwards. Now there is a way to get down there from here. You simply drop down on this side and try to hit the wood or the side of the wall so you don't actually end up falling to your death. However, we're not going to go that way, even though it is a shortcut. However, oh, I don't have a bold hunter's mark. So we're actually going to backtrack a bit. Actually, I probably should have thought this through a bit more. Oh, you can see through the ground there. Yeah, there's no way to get back. So we kind of have to go this way without me dying. Oh well. It's not going to be that big of a deal to have to go this way. It might be even a little easier. Oh yeah, you drop down. And there are a bunch of these rotting corpses on the ground. And these guys aren't super hard to deal with. I say as I just get wombo comboed by the first one. But these guys aren't too bad. They don't have good movement. They're very slow. But they can get the better of you if you're not paying attention. If we climb this ladder, there's another way to. There's something else to climb this ladder. This won't take us to the other part of the aqueduct, but we're gonna come back down. This will, however, once we get to the top, take us to somewhere familiar. What I just picked up there was a madman's knowledge. Did not mean to heal there. If you have a madman's knowledge, you can use it to gain some insight. Now, if you had actually come this way before fighting the cleric beast, you could have gotten the madman's knowledge here to get yourself some insight, which would have allowed you to go back to the doll, or to the hunter's dream, and upgrade from the doll before fighting the cleric beast. Which is pretty cool if you know what to look for. There's another big troll here. But he has a different weapon. But doesn't mean he's that much harder to get rid of. There's another door here, or window here. Let's talk.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? It's where I look for my mum. Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him. But now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared. Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box. It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Oh, I'm so silly when I'm off without it.
Alrighty then. And we're back here. Let's go before the dog notices us. Sure, little girl, we'll find both your daddy and your mom. Hopefully nothing wrong has happened. But let's go back down to the aqueduct so I could show you what I was going to show you before forgetting completely about it. Nothing in here. Oh, no, hold on. No rats or anything. Yeah, we got 2 gunners and a spear guy. Oh, that was hectic. And could have gone very badly. Thankfully, though, I clutched up, so I didn't have to do that. We've got some quicksilver bullets. And another parry. What's that noise? Rats. More rats. But there's more to this place than meets the eye. We come through here. We have a couple of bodies hanging, so we'll cut them down, and we'll come through here to run into another hunter.
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new winter. Prepare yourself for the worst.
Ah, I didn't mean to skip
Still
that.
lingering about. What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Alrighty then. Also, do not smack her. She will become hostile, and she will probably kill you. Besides, doing that just activated her quest line, which I think I will try to complete in this playthrough. Oh, missed it. I'm about to kill myself. There we go. Roll off here to minimize damage. Well, I guess I still technically minimize damage, but... regardless, we move. Okay, so cutting those bodies gave us access to 2 more items. Let's get those, shall we? First, we have to deal with the rats. The saw spear. Another weapon of the hunt. And is very similar to the saw cleaver, which is one of the weapons you could have started with. However, this weapon is not part of the strength build, so I will not be making use of it. So, yeah. But it is a perfectly fine weapon that can take you through to the end game, especially if you know how to upgrade it. But we'll dabble with that later on in the playthrough. But there's another item, but how do we get it? Well, we have to come... oh, now that now that I'm thinking clearly, we can come back here and deal with these rats and get another madman's knowledge. Yet another area you could have come to get insight before fighting the cleric beast. So we're going to climb back up. Look for where the other item is. Roll down. And deal with some more rats. Alrighty then. So I think that's all of that up there cleared out. So we can head back the way we came from. I lied to you. Yeah, I may have played this game a lot, but there's still a few things that I forget occasionally and have to redo this whenever I'm playing casually. But this isn't meant to be like a perfect playthrough, a 100% pro walkthrough, no deaths, no damage. I'm just kind of showing off a game that I like to anybody who's willing to listen. I guess listen and watch. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Some more oil urns. Those are useful, especially coming up. Step off here and get another bloodstone shard, bringing our total to 9. Which I think is all of them in this area, but I could be wrong. Come over here, there's another corpse. Oh, I was wrong. There's another bloodstone shard. Told you. But overall, I think Yharnam is like a really cool beginning area because there's a lot of exploration you can actually do for a typical beginning area of a game. It's very open. There's a lot of connecting paths, and there's a lot of different enemy types to get you used to what you'll be seeing throughout the rest of the game, including Mr. Pig Boy here. So I would recommend not trying to fight him head on your first playthrough. Because I almost just died there. Because I was trying to do some fancy footwork. Okay, I didn't get to do what I wanted to do there, because the pig was being very uncooperative. But, anyways. Now if we come down through here, we find some cool items. Some cold blood dew. And a saw hunter badge. And not only that, but there's also this. Easy parry once again to take care of the brick troll. Without rolling. Ragdoll. Look at this ragdoll. Look at this ragdoll. Look. It's funny. But that rolling fire rock killed a bunch of guys for us. So we don't have to worry about them. This ladder will take you right back down to where we just came from. And would have put you in the direct path of the boulder if you know, went that way. And up here is a shortcut back to the beginning of the area. Cool. But I don't think I want to go back. I know I have some blood echoes on me and I could upgrade, but I think I'm fully prepared for the most part of what I want to do next. I wonder where the main bridge is compared to this. Well, I'm guessing that's it up there. Yeah, that would make sense considering that elevator just took us. Yeah, I think that is actually the main bridge. That's something else I like about this game. Just look at this area. Look at the aesthetic. The red sky, the town of Yharnam, the Gothic architecture. This stuff is awesome. But anyways, we continue forward and we find another couple beasts over here. So I'm gonna rock with this. Didn't kill him, but easy peasy. Oh, he actually dropped the bloodstone shard. That's cool. And another bolt hunter's mark. Do I have everything I need? That I do. Alright, to Cathedral Ward. Let's go. What?
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Nope, that's an interesting close-up. Father Gascoigne, run away! There's an item over there. But we have the music box here, and using logic... Ow. The music box will stun Gascoigne for a bit, but try not to overuse it. And then, Something else I want to show off is this. No, stay up here. Good, Gascoigne. That missed. But this is a strategy commonly used in no death runs, speed runs, blood level 4 runs. That missed. That missed. That missed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't perfected this strategy. Which is why I don't really use it. But we're gonna try to fight him legitimately from now on.
Oh, it seems to me it's enough to make a man sick.
So, Gascoigne's first form, he uses a hunter axe and a shotgun. Similar to the blunderbuss, but a little different. In fact, it might be a blunderbuss, but it could also be a different weapon, I'm not sure. In his second form, he uses the trick form of the axe. Stay cautious, like I suggested in the Cleric Beast fight. Wait for openings, but something else that Gascoigne is capable of, or you're capable of doing to Gascoigne, is parrying. He can be parried because he is a humanoid enemy. Overall, this fight isn't super hard. Just be on your toes and try to parry him whenever you can. Oh. How did that miss? And once you get him down to low enough health, and I died. Oh well. Bah. Like I said, it happens to the best of us. And that is also something that Gascoigne can do. If he knocks you down with his attacks, he will probably go for a pounce attack and try to roll catch you, which he successfully did with me. Losing my blood echoes, but I can still get them back. I could just run by all these enemies, and hopefully the second attempt will go a lot better than the first attempt. But I don't really use the firebomb oil strategy against Gascoigne all that much. I've done it once and successfully killed him with it, but it's just not something I usually go for. Because I'm not good at lining up Molotov tosses. As you can see, I missed like 3 in a row. But here's what you would have needed to have done if you took the main path. If the rock will be set on fire. Oh, of course. No, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. I have blood echoes I need to get back. Yeah, I'm running past all of these guys. That did not go well at all. Alright, round 2. Yeah. Get my blood echoes back. I can do it too, Gascoigne. And get parried, old man. Alright, game. I'll see how you do. Alright, game. I'll see how you do. This beast form can also be parried. And I would highly suggest getting up here on this flat area. So there's... I died again. Well, at least I got my buttocks back. This might take a few tries. Oh man, so much for professionalism, am I right? Oh, this is gonna be a long one. This is going to be a long one. Oh man. I'm a long man now. I didn't anticipate it being this long, but I should have figured, considering my skills of Bloodborne, or rather my skills at Bloodborne, are, I'd say, probably mediocre at best. But if I do have an audience who wants to watch Bleed's Bloodborne videos, you'll have a good chunk of content to work on. It's like, there we go. Now the thing wants to spawn in. I don't know what triggers this. I don't know if it's time or location, but regardless. Now let's see if I can't do Gascoigne better this time. That came out weird. I'm probably gonna shut up and just focus on the fight. There we go. That was a good combo. I got a parry off, but... There we go. No, we don't go. There we go. And he's dead. But remember the item over there? Let's go check that out, shall we? Oh, it's a woman. It's a red shield brooch. Well, I think that morbid ending to this story is going to call it for episode 2. I didn't really talk about much about mechanics, other something you may have seen me do in these fights is this. Blood bullets. Pressing up on the D-pad will give you 5 extra Quicksilver bullets. It does take some health, but you do get a free heal. Well, you don't get a free heal, but you heal, and then, your health will get back. But thank you for watching, and come back for part 3.